Yeah. Actually, wow, yeah, I do have a bunch of notes. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. No, I've got tons of stuff.
I've got a notepad file called eldove-stupid.hut.txt.
Is it all lowercase?
Yes.
I finally archived the previous session. That went up in the archives the other night. I actually sat and think, I was going to call it Eldove's Dancing Hut, but I'm like, I stopped. I'm like, should I call it Eldove's Stupid Hut? Should that be the title of it? I decided against it. I didn't want to impugn the dignity of Eldove or his hut.
No, it's stupid.
His dignity is without question.
So you guys came in.
No one has any questions about it.
What do you guys remember of this little entry room here, number one?
I remember we spent a lot of time there after trying and failing to solve this clock room.
Got a barrel in it.
Yeah, with the wine that disappears, but we know why.
Eldove, or somebody has left a note there saying to go this way.
Oh yeah, there's a barrel that leads down to B, like suspended above this, a rope suspended above this giant pit of spikes, and then the door leads to this room of grandfather clocks. And
it was a bottomless pit.
Yeah, there's no spikes. It's just a pit without bottom. Well, no, I mean nobody's gone down there.
I think this art has confused me. Because I look at this and I see spikes, then I have to remember that those aren't spikes, they're just
grids.
It's just the grid.
Oh, spikes, I get it.
It's JPEG compression is getting the best of us here. So yeah, there's the bottomless pit room, and you guys also checked out the guest rooms over here.
Oh, is that...
Where we vandalized some clocks.
Is that 6? Oh yeah, the guest rooms, that's right.
That's 3 up here.
The clocks all, like... kept their own hands and stuff.
And then there's this in the center there's this giant fountain of wine.
Yep.
I have a dark suspicion that those clocks actually mean nothing.
You think it's just
like I think there's no riddle there. I think there's nothing. I think Brickheart is just having a laugh on all of us.
Well, he didn't design, like, if I remember right, you pulled this out, this is a pre-existing Baba Yaga's hut, right?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that column B is where we're going to find.
So, room 6 is where you guys are currently at, as I recall.
Yes.
Yeah, there's us.
Tanks.
Having come back here to take a rest. So what do we remember about this room?
Tanks.
There was a guy down here in this corner.
See if I have his name.
He was kind of batty.
I don't know if we got his name, but he kept talking about people named Bevo and Nernica.
Oh wow, yeah.
Maybe he's.
Oh wow, yeah, he sure did, huh?
And we haven't cleared any of this yet, so we don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So that was one.
It's probably not important.
We've also got this big, giant room here, which you guys checked out briefly.
With the flying dragon.
With the flying
These were all electrified, weren't they? All these pillars down here.
Yes, they crackled with electricity.
Yeah.
As Nath was going through poking some of them.
Mm-hmm.
You guys made a friend here in room number 8.
Oh, right. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, that guy we don't trust. Yeah.
That guy we don't trust, absolutely.
The sea creature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Claimed to be a serpent of the River Oceanus. Claimed to be imprisoned by Eldove to harness his vast magical powers. Blah, blah, blah.
Sea critter, I think.
Kelian had a stare down with him. Then speaking of serpents, we've got this like serpent shape off to the side.
Which Zelda dungeon is this one? This is like...
Hey, what's this asshole doing in here?
This is 2. It's dungeon 2, right?
Yeah, exactly. Down here in the corner is where you found the room with like the deep royal purple carpets.
Yeah, the quicksand carpet.
The libraries. And what else did you find in this room?
The Modron.
The Modron.
That's right.
Statue.
The Modron bracing himself against this bottom door, but not moving, frozen, as if frozen in time.
Yeah.
This room we haven't seen yet, and then you've got the infinite staircase room, which is my favorite.
Oh, let's not forget the fountain in this library of like black viscous liquid that nobody probably wisely did anything with.
Nobody did anything with that. So who still has a key to the staircase room? I remember 3 of you got one. 1 of you tried to give it away and it crumbled. 1 of you used yours, and 1 of you still holding one.
I think I still.
I tried to give mine away.
I think I used mine.
I think I still have mine.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kelian still has his.
Yeah, keep track of that, because that might actually be very, very useful. And then
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put on my character sheet.
all we've done on this layer of the map so far is you guys came through a secret door here.
Oh, you came through.
Oh yeah, and they were dungeon cells or something.
These are 2-way mirrors looking out into a dark room.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you give us the number of this room? I think you. Oh yeah, it's number 16. And I remember I have in my notes that there are necromantic runes lining the inside of these mirrors.
There are indeed. And that brings us back up to speed on the dungeon.
Well, I mean, when aren't there a couple necromantic runes?
Did you say that? I think at the end of the last session you said that we were taking a rest at some point.
Yes.
Here?
I don't remember what kind of rest it was.
Well, you can make that decision now if you need
Restful. Does anyone here
Do
get
we-
any benefit from short rests?
I do.
I get one the very first time every day, so I have a daily
Looks like-
resource as a short rest.
Well, it looks like I topped. I've been keeping careful track of my key points, and it looks like I topped them off at some point last session. So I guess a short rest came through, but I'm not.
Yeah, I think we did get a short rest. 'Cause I said my sheet has 6 hit dice used, and I'm pretty sure I also recovered spell slots.
Okay.
Riot
I
so
have
far has
not.
cast 1 spell, so I'm good.
Let me see how Ferocity's doing.
Let me
The
spend
most
some
important
hit dice
character in this adventure.
Whenever Ferocity is around, everybody should be asking themselves, "Where's Ferocity?"
I like the idea that you didn't fuck up there, and you actually did mean whenever Ferocity's around. Like, I know Ferocity's here. Where the fuck is she? I seem to have spent some spells, but I'm probably fine.
Then
So-
I spend 2 more hit dice.
In my Saturday game, my main character got killed, and they're lugging the corpse back to town. So in the meantime, I rolled up a really annoying cat guy.
Yeah. How's that relevant to the situation?
It's not at all. It's completely The fun part is I'm not taking the piss. It's actually true. I rolled up a Tabashi Rogue to fill the sessions until my main guy's back.
It's starting already. It's
I mean,
incredible.
It's super fun. I see the appeal now. Alright, so what's next here? You guys have, looks like 1 door out of this area that nobody's opened yet.
Yeah, but it's behind one of these locked gates.
Yeah, these are iron grates, but I mean, Kelian, did Kelian pick one of these?
Yeah.
It has
Yeah,
to be
good.
one of them.
He's picked a couple of them from behind.
Yeah, this one here was already dismantled because
I think he picked this one. I'm pretty sure we first came into this room from here, and he unlocked this one.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's
that sounds
exactly what we
right.
did.
And then we went down here.
And
Wait,
my
it would-
friend.
Yeah.
Let's pick this lock.
okay, go ahead and roll Dex Thieves Tools.
Oh, Jesus, tits. It's.
Don't you have that
Um,
thing?
Don't you have like 1,000
I
proficiency?
do. I do have that thing, so that's automatically a 10.
Okay.
So that's 15, 19, 19.
And you managed
I-
to break the lock from the inside, open it up.
One sec, I'm writing down on my sheet. McDohl remembers someone else's class features.
And there's a rattle as you move the gate to the side. And you gain access again to the room with the dwarven monstrosities facing off against each other.
Should we try this one from this side? I remember Briggs saying it would be harder than it was from the correct side, but probably not impossible.
Also, Kelian, if I remember
Especially-
correctly, gets to pick a 10.
That's what I did. Yeah.
That's joke. Jokes.
Ah, you're joking. I get it.
Ah! Go for it.
Do it too.
Now. All right. Yeah.
Do the thing.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Man, that's
Cool,
a really
it's a
good
ni-
class feature.
That's 19.
And it is considerably more difficult because you have to reach through the grate to the other side, and you're working
As evidenced by my lower roll.
Yeah.
at a
You're
weirder
exactly-
angle. But you do hear the pop as the lock comes cleanly open. You slide
And
the grate to
McDohl,
the side.
Before we went live today, I said you need to roll ones. That's how you play D&D. I was kidding about that, just so you know.
Whatever. I like ones. Ones are my friends.
That's not true. 1 is the loneliest number.
I am one with the ones.
I mean, the problem is you're playing in a pseudo second edition game, but you're not getting some rolls where low is good.
No, the real problem here is that he wasn't rolling a Ben Bars roll.
Destil, I think that was
Exactly.
the nicest compliment anybody's ever paid me. Thank you, like deeply. So what's next?
So we can slide through here.
Is there anything of note within this room aside from the door? Just glance around really quick.
I don't believe so, but it's been a long time since I've
4 million gold pieces. Weird, huh?
just laying there. No, nothing of note in this room. It actually looks pretty much identical to G and C where you came in previously.
Okay.
So these 4 outer rooms, there was nothing in them, but in F, B, and H is where you found all of those clay targets and things. And then the central area was covered in broken and powderized targets.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Check this door.
And it's not locked.
Swing it open. Black void.
Black void on the other side.
Oh. Here we go.
I like a good black void every now and then.
And you step into the bottom landing of a spiral stairwell. And
Can we put a letter on this before we go through?
Yes.
God, what letter are we on?
I don't.
Well,
I'm
there's
going to start at the
here.
end because I don't remember anymore.
Nick, what's
Oh,
the
that was
last
M1.
letter in the...
So,
So
We just came
probably
through
N.
M1,
so
okay.
this is N.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will be N.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's going to link you up to... I got to save this map first.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that text. So we need to know what an N is.
You come back through this door here. Back into the room with the pool and the force field. And at the moment, you do not see your celestial friend in the water.
Well,
We'd have to bang on the door to probably get his attention.
so let me.
Do we want to get his attention? Nath will
No.
just motion back towards the door we came through.
Yep.
Oh, please don't tap on the glass.
Let's go back on through.
Go back through? Okay.
Yeah. Just nope on out of there.
When you come back through, you hear a clattering sound as there's motion up by this north gate. Looks like the crazy man from the lean-to has closed, pulled the gate back shut, and then scampers back to his lean-to.
Did he lock it? I'll go investigate.
Go check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's relocked. I mean, it's just like kind of like a padlock, so he doesn't need a key to lock it back up. He just needs to shove it back
Okay.
into place.
Kelian thinks to himself, "It's a good thing I literally can't fail this roll."
Liberation pats Kelian on the shoulder.
That's not easy. I rolled a 3 and a 2.
Still did it.
It's all right. It's all right. Shh.
What's next?
It's all dreams now.
Where haven't we been through? I'm not seeing a lot of.
Can you show us the other map, maybe?
Sure.
Because we need a door that
We haven't been through yet.
we can get through without going through the hell stairs.
What about
Are we
this
not-
door right here?
We can't get there because we'd have to go through this and then this.
What about
Never
here,
went-
Dragon?
Never
Room?
went here.
We got here through a spiral staircase.
Yeah, what was going on here?
Going on where? The staircase here?
Yeah, we got through the staircase and then we were...
That was the bottomless pits room, and
Was
then
there
we kind of
a reason we didn't go through that door? I don't think so. I think it was because we wanted to meet up again.
Yeah, I
because
think
that's when we
sounds
were
right.
split.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we
this
need
was
to go to...
this was the first place we got to this room in, and then we looked into the pool and nothing happened. I was like, huh, okay, and we went back up the stairs. And then later we came in through here and we tapped on the glass and had that conversation.
Okay, so we need to get to C. So now we need to go back to the other map and see if we can find where C is.
Okay.
I think I remember it. I think it's in the worst room.
I will be no help with the letters because you guys came up with the lettering
Yep.
scheme
Here.
yourselves.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
it's
we
over
also
here
looks
against
like we
the
haven't been through this
staircase.
door right next to it.
Yeah, that's also true.
You think you
Uh,
want to head back that way then?
Where? How can we get to G? Oh, G is right here. That's really easy. Yeah, let's go through G and really quickly go through C because I hate
Yeah,
this room.
because I also
Yeah.
hate that room.
That room is awful.
Yeah, it's a bad room.
And bear with me one moment.
Tick, tick, tick.
So you're going to go through this door
We're
here?
gonna go up the stairs. No, we're going down C.
Yeah,
Down the stairs. So we're going up the stairs, immediately crossing, and then going back down the stairs.
yeah.
Okay.
And that should take us back to the pool room.
On the northern side where the...
Yeah.
And it does indeed.
Good.
Loop. Riot's gonna try this door.
And it's unlocked.
All right, Riot steps through.
That was hilariously ominous.
O. Can we mark this one as O?
Where the frick did
You
Ferocity
come
go?
through in between these two stairways here.
Oh yeah, I guess we never. I guess just E is that.
E might be the spiral staircase.
Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so let's put
Let
in
me-
Riot.
O. Yeah,
What's your passive perception?
it's bonkers. 22.
You step through the door and you hear off to the south. Remember that this was like a curtain separating
Yeah.
this area from the main area. You hear for a second what sounds like whispers, and they immediately stop as soon as you step into the room.
And then Frosty comes through.
And Riot like holds up a hand to be quiet, and messages Frosty. Do you hear that?
Let me use my cat-like perception. Cat-like, again, because Ferocity is not actually a cat.
Right.
My past perception is 18, but I'll roll an active perception.
You'll
because
roll
I'm
an
actually
active
trying to hear
perception check
something.
if you're
Yeah.
actively listening.
It's actually.
I'm
cod-like
utilizing
gameplay.
active listening, and I rolled a 27.
And you listen very intently for a few moments, and you can't hear anything.
Riot's gonna part the curtain.
Okay.
And look into the room.
It looks normal. I mean, you see the pool in the center with the black liquid. You see the purple carpets. Library off.
I'm
to the
gonna go to the center and close my eyes and listen again.
Okay. And again, you hear nothing.
Okay.
Not hearing
Right,
anything.
right. What's the deal?
I heard whispers. I think there's something here.
Hello, something. Are you here?
Don't forget to label this door you guys came through.
Yeah, this is O2, I think,
Yeah. So,
or just O. I don't know how we're doing this.
yeah, I don't know why there's a
Um,
number on one of them.
I don't think I've cast this yet. Unfortunately, I'm not great at remembering to mark this, but I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts. And I'm going to use the feature that lets me tell if there's anything thinking here.
Okay.
It's weird, you don't detect Ferocity.
She's that good of a cipher.
Thought she was a sensei.
She is, but that's how good of a cipher she is. Okay, so you're just kind of scanning the area to see if you can find a creature to read?
Yeah, let's see. You can search for thoughts within 30 feet of you.
It's not very far.
And you are
No,
hearing...
But it lasts a minute, so I can, like, walk around.
Okay, you're picking up surface thoughts below the surface of all 4 of the quicksand carpets. And I mean, the surface thoughts are just fear. The surface thoughts are like prey.
Okay.
Like prey is fleeing.
There's something under the carpets, but I don't know if we want to investigate that. I remember walking over one of these, I got pulled down. I think there's other stuff down there.
So wait, it is a secret entrance because I was just joking last time.
I don't know if it's a secret entrance. It's not... It doesn't seem... Yeah, I don't think I actually get surface thoughts when I use it this way. I just get like, oh, there's something thinking here.
Well, there's definitely something thinking down there.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I would say let's leave this for a last resort. I'm not totally sure if this is a secret entrance.
Okay. We do have that other door that's up by the bottomless pit room.
Yeah, let's go check that out.
Okay.
So
Well, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Did we do this door right here?
we can't.
Oh, we
That we
can't.
can't.
We can't. It's
We can't.
frozen. Right. I remember.
Yeah,
now.
we tried a really genius plan.
Yes.
And it wasn't genius.
Alright, I'm going to save this map again. This
It's
is,
coming back to
this
us.
is 10.
Nick, I will, before we leave the room, point out the last paragraph of the spell would let you read the thoughts of something you can't see if you find it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Good.
So we know the surface thoughts, but like we're
But they're
still
just fear.
deciding. Let's just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
And I think I described like what I was feeling. It felt like something was running away from somebody, but I don't know if it was us or something worse in the room.
Roll,
In that case, then
roll intelligence plus animal handling.
Oh, okay.
that's a useless skill. You probably don't have that.
I got half proficiency in everything.
You're half wrong, Nodal. But you're also half right.
Intelligence, animal handling.
Yep.
Story of my box.
I think that works out to an 18.
An 18?
Yeah.
It just felt like a fleeing animal.
Okay.
That's the kind of intelligence you picked up on.
Okay.
Alright, so you're going to go back to the pit room?
Yep. And
Yeah.
for us, he'll yell, "Don't worry, we're leaving."
Cross back across the pit room and then through the door in between the two spiral staircases right there.
Okay.
Yep.
Guess this will be P then.
And it links you up to
Yes.
this door right over here.
Oh, hey, a new place.
New things.
New points of view.
That's right. That's right.
Where's Liberation? There he
We're
is.
so tiny on this map. It's hard to figure out where we are.
Bloop.
The JPEG compression is...
Guys, I
really
think my LASIK might be going bad. I can't see shit.
JPEG is my favorite genre of fanfic.
Right.
Oh god. Oh why?
Coming through this door, who's the first person through?
Ferocity.
Ferocity, you come through the door, and you immediately you trip over like a bucket and a mop that's been set in front of this door, and tumble it over. And looking around this area, this whole area is the walls and shelves are covered with cleaning supplies: buckets, mops, brooms, stacks of linens, and there's a very musty odor in the air. You've got a door here, and then looking down a hallway. You've got dark vision. How far?
It's far. It's like 120 feet or something.
Is it 120 feet, or is it?
Something
Really?
Because standard dark vision for races is 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Tiefling.
know, but I rolled the like better dark. vision.
Oh,
That's
okay.
cool. So at the other end of this hallway, Ferocity, you can look down all the way down here, and and see that it's a food pantry. And then there's a hallway. On either side, you see little alcoves for stairways, and you see several doors as well. So you've got...
I'm making 100% sure real quick, but I'm pretty sure I remember thinking, oh, that's farther than usual dark vision.
Usually it's 60, but yeah, you can get 120 by default with some stuff.
Okay, so more options. Liberation claps his hands together.
Yeah, it's 120.
Okay.
A lot of doors here.
Yep, a lot of
So
options.
What is there stuff in this room, or is that just the?
It's
Cleaning
like
supplies.
cleaning supplies.
Okay.
You found the closet. Liberation, you're checking out that door there.
Yeah.
Is this door locked? Let's find out. Okay, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. Joy of joys. I'm going to spend a key point on that. That's going to be much better than the 10 I rolled. I rolled a 19 there.
A 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scratch one key point.
27 fire damage, which you can cut in half for passing the save. So you
And
reach
cut
out
in half again because you're Tiefling.
and you put your
Fire
hand
damage? Yep.
on the knob. You can't, actually. Unresistible fire damage.
Right.
You're an
of course,
Eldove stupid hut.
It's Eldove stupid. Yeah.
Not his fire! Some of the bitches!
God damn it.
Welcome to Eldove stupid hut, where the times are always hot. Alright. So yeah, you reach out to open this door. You don't see a lock, but you go to test to see if it's jammed or if it will open up. And immediately, your whole arm, all of your shoulder, is consumed in flame, and you jerk back. And the flames subside as soon as you let go of contact with the door. But it might, you've been caught in dragon's breath and stuff, and this feels very similar. This is supernaturally hot fire.
Liberation turns it around and gives him a thumb up with the smoldering hand.
And it's smoking and steaming.
Yeah. Bad door.
Oh yeah? What was it like?
Liberation again gives the thumbs up with his smoldering hand.
Steamy. Right. No, that's... I was about to say I was going to put up Detect Magic, but then I remembered what happened last time. It's totally useless here.
No. Don't forget, we did... Detect Magic was useful on several occasions. The whole hut is magic, but some things are especially magic.
In general, the whole hut will read as magical, but if there's something that is importantly magical, it will stand out. You were able to read the on the mirror and such.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put it up again.
Okay, as a ritual?
Yeah.
Well,
how does this door open? No.
I can do it.
But you don't you have to spend key points for that?
Nope.
Oh, okay, then yeah, go ahead.
Nath, you're asking how the door opens?
Yeah.
It looks like it'll open outward.
Was there like a handle?
Yeah, there's a doorknob that
ring?
Liberation reached to turn, and as soon as he touched it, his hand jerked back.
Oh,
okay.
Liberation snaps his fingers and says, "I have a thing for this. Thaumaturgy. Pop it open."
Oh, yeah.
Throw the door open?
Yeah.
I need Liberation and Ferocity to make Dexterity saving throws.
I'm gonna burn
Liberation, you can make this an advantage.
Oh, well, not yet. I'm not.
You're
gonna
standing
burn
more off to the side than Ferocity is.
That's gonna be a
So wait, you want Ferocity to roll a save? Sorry, I was picking something up.
Dexterity.
23.
You got it.
23.
23? Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Okay. 12 points of fire damage as this
10
hot
evasion.
burst of steam. Evasion will work in this case, yes.
Okay, so no damage.
Rolls out of the door after Liberation blows it open. And then roll initiative.
Yes.
That's the other thing this
Why are
D&D
we-
table had that I might incorporate it. It has like an actual initiative counter with markers and stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
Look at that. Oh, look at 2 of us rolled 20s.
Okay. What does Riot have?
24.
Man, there's some good rolls.
Yeah.
Riot!
I'm gonna turn caps lock off, but I'm not gonna fix Riot's name. Kelian?
24.
And Liberation?
5.
Riot's name is currently business in the front and party in the back.
Nath?
Nath X at 15.
And Ferocity.
17.
So Riot, you watch as Liberation blows the door open with thaumaturgy, and this hot ball of steam comes scalding out, and you see Ferocity reeling a little bit at it, and you see the door starting to snap shut. What's your action?
Is it... I'm going to try and... I'm going to move to here. Is it... Am I still thinking, like, steam damage if I move into here?
No, you're not. That was an instant effect.
Okay.
But I will go ahead and give you a very... Are you trying to enter the room?
I was trying to see if, like, the heat was too much to stand before I entered the room.
It feels hotter as you move to the door, but, I mean, this is a split second after this ball of steam come rolling out.
Okay. Then, yeah, I am going to enter the
Okay.
room.
You're going to enter the room. Kelian, what are you doing?
Do I see anything?
We'll get to that. Kelian, what are you
Okay.
doing? I don't want to tell you anything that will inform the decisions of the rest of the group on whether or not to enter this room.
So as far as we see, Riot walks into the room and disappears into a cloud of steam.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
I want to see what's in the room. Can I get, or is the door still shutting?
The doors, I mean, this is your action. I mean, everybody acts before the door. The door rolled a goddamn 3. So your decision is basically, what are you doing before the door snaps shut?
Yeah. Right. Joseph.
Well, if Riot is going inside, Kelian's going to try and hold the door open.
How are you doing this?
Oh shit. With
Yeah, you just saw Liberation pull back like a flaming stump.
He got Victorian Greyjoyed.
Grab him on.
That's a reference.
I just don't want it to shut on her, and we have to try and open the door again.
I
So,
get it, but what are you doing to keep it open?
I'm stalling for time. I'm
Hey, Brickard, would you describe being in that door as a new sensation?
Kelian will put his sword in between the door and the wherever you call it, the where it closes.
So you're trying to wedge your sword, like, in between the 2 hinges?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a magic sword?
No.
No. Okay. And then you're retaining that position there?
Yep.
Ferocity.
This is a smart plan.
I'm done.
Ferocity's in the room. Nath.
Oh, I hate
In-
all of you people.
Liberation. In the room. Alright, Kelian, where you're standing, you start to see your sword starting to glow bright orange, radiating out where it's making contact with the door. The rest of you get to... Actually, I'm going to make a saving throw for your sword real quick.
Just take the sword, man. Just take it.
So it looks like it's starting to... I mean, it's starting to melt in the middle. Like, it's starting to soften and the metal's starting to bend. You're not sure
Okay.
how long it will be able to hold the door. Meanwhile, you guys look into the room, and it's a very disturbing room. It's not really hot in here. It's apparently just the door causing the heat. but a lot of organic materials. Organs in jars, preserved carcasses of bizarre animals from across the plains, embalming materials, stuff like that. In one corner, you see a very extensive collection of furs. Along the opposite wall, so along this northern wall up here, you see rows and rows of what would be, Nath in particular would recognize as standard wizard spell components. And that brings us back to Riot.
Okay. So I can take the rest of my turn now?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to get Liberation off me briefly. I'm going to walk into the room.
Okay.
But there's no creature here that I can see, right?
No creatures that you can see. I'll let you make a perception check if you want to try to find a hidden creature. You can do that as your action.
Sure, I'll do that. Okay, that's a 21 then.
21. And looking around the room, you see a lot of places where, like, a human-sized creature could hide, like under dissection tables, behind cabinets, things like that. But doing a quick glance of the room in your bonkers perception kind of way, no, it looks like it's just you people in the room at the moment.
Okay. I'm gonna go... What? Nah, I think I've used my full movement now. I'm not gonna go anywhere.
I mean, you've only gone forward about 10 feet from the door.
Yeah, but this was all that one same turn, right? Like,
No.
I'm using the rest of my turn.
Nope, this is a new turn.
Oh, it's a new turn. Okay.
No, the door's action was to continue to try to destroy that sword and snap shut.
Okay.
Now we're
You
back
just
to
wouldn't
the
tell me what... You wouldn't tell me what I saw on my other turn, is why I was saying. Anyway. Yeah, I'll walk up to the spell component area.
Okay. Kelian, what are you doing?
Alright, I want to take a crossbow bolt, one of my glass ones, one of my magic ones, and shove it underneath the door like a doorstop.
So you're trying to, like, to pierce it into the ground?
Not pierce it into the ground, but just push it. Well, yeah, I guess a little bit into the ground, but just so the glass tip is wedged in between the opening of the door to try and stop it from closing, like a doorstop.
Okay. Let's have a... We'll call this... Make a dexterity sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
I love that Dungeons and Dragons makes. Oh, my metal sword is breaking. Let me toss some glass in there. Like a reasonable.
I don't have proficiency in sleight of hand, so that's just going to be 7.
7?
Yeah.
And no, you try, but... I mean, the thing about these bolts is they're not very strong physically. Like, you can't stab something with them because they're glass. They'll break.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the magic... I mean, obviously, this bolt is broken now.
Right.
The magical heat from the door is not affecting it, but there's still force.
There's just
the
not
door's trying to snap shut.
Okay.
Moving or staying put?
Well, fuck, I won't be the only one outside.
Okay. At this point, is anybody going to try to keep the door from closing on you?
No, right, it's more interested in what's in the room.
No.
Just pop it open.
Ferocity hasn't seen anything to prove that we can't just open the door again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, over the course of the next few seconds, as you guys all filter in the room and start fanning out looking at things, you hear the snap and the slam as Kelian's sword is destroyed. The door closes behind you.
Rishon claps Kelian on the shoulder and said, "Hey, it's a good try."
Are we still on initiative?
Nope.
I'm gonna go investigate some of the tables on the southern side of the room.
How hot is it in here?
It's not... It's the same ambient warmth as the rest of the place, basically. It was just the door's magical effects creating...
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to throw this out there, but this room is icky.
Is
Yeah.
anybody trained in medicine?
Riot's half... No, sorry. No. Riot does have half proficiency in medicine.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I don't got shit.
So, Nath, what are you checking out?
I was checking out I think you said there were some dissection tables over here.
There are a couple of dissection tables. And you see preserved carcasses of some small animals. Some of them are preserved in like large glass containers. A few of them are skinned and hung on hooks in the back of the wall. There's no smell of rot in this room. No smell of slaughter. It smells very medical in here. And what are you checking out, Liberation?
I was gonna start. I guess I was gonna start along the south wall here and check out some of the other nonsense that's in here.
Okay, so you're going through shelves, and you see just a variety of organs preserved in jars. Some of them you can kind of recognize because you're a monk. You're able to, disembowel people with your hands. So you notice the kidneys, the spleen, not Gertrude's spleen. But there are notably other organs of shapes and colors that you're not familiar with. Things that you're not sure if they're muscle tissue or what. They don't look like anything you've seen.
Maybe this is where Mr. Spleen ended up.
What's Riot doing up there?
Looking through the spell components, seeing if there's anything interesting or weird up to here.
Make an intelligence arcana check.
Okay.
While Riot does that, is there anything even remotely valuable in? Like, are the furs like exotic?
Make a... Yeah, if you go over and look at them, you would definitely be able to sell these in Sigil for a fair bit of jink. The difficulty would be in transporting them.
Yeah.
How'd you do on that arcana check?
23.
23. Riot has no formal wizard training, but you've been adventuring with Nath long enough.
Yeah.
A lot of these components would be used in various abjuration spells, predominantly
That's
for preservation of...
That's like Nath's bread and butter, right?
It's kind
Pretty
of his
much.
wheelhouse, yeah.
Yeah, I'll motion Nath over and say, "Hey, Nath, I think you might be interested in some of this stuff."
What's Ferocity doing in this room?
Ferocity's just kind of like examining the various jars, and then she's opening up some of them to see what they smell like.
And just every time you open one up, it's just a strong smell of like formaldehyde, just preservation materials. Nath, reading through these components, a lot of these are obviously used to preserve the organic material in this room. But you're actually impressed because you see a lot of things that can be used to create magical wards. To secure places, to secure doors, and stuff that you wouldn't even consider. Stuff that's kind of outside of your wheelhouse, you being more of like a button-down harmonium type.
Is it, are these the kind of components that you have in a generic spell pouch, or are these costly components?
Costly components. And a lot of them you don't recognize as abjuration components, but looking at them and correlating with the other stuff you're seeing, you can kind of see it. You can see, oh, this is a very creative way to ward a location against a specific kind of attack or a specific kind of divination. Liberation. Roll me an intelligence check.
It's probably fine.
1 sec.
I don't know what they did to tabletop between sessions, but like the dice rolling for me is so much smoother now.
They said that they changed some multiplayer optimization stuff in the latest patch. So
That's a 3.
a 3?
A 3.
Okay. Yeah, just a bunch of organs you don't recognize.
I mean, I'm pretty flush on most of my spell components, but if there's anything here, no, actually, I've got 5 of those already. I mean, there's plenty of valuable things here, but I'm pretty much well stocked on most of them.
Riot has wandered away.
The only thing I would look for would be the component for legend lore, which I didn't actually write down what it is, just the cost.
Is that
I'll
an
grab some
abjuration
pearls
spell?
if there are any.
No, it's a divination spell.
If you can find an abjuration spell in the book that uses pearls, there will probably be some on this shelf.
All right.
Otherwise, there was only going to be a small percentage chance that there's any.
Incensed. Any of the abjurations use incense?
Kelian, how many of these furs are you trying to make off with?
None, because fuck this carrying shit. Fool me once, shame on you.
So what else is
Can't be
Kelian doing
fooled
in this
again.
room?
This is a boring room.
Icky
Leave.
room.
I mean, oh, it's murder. Yeah, whatever. Been there, done that. Like, who wants to save corpses anyway? Like, come on.
Yeah, Riot's kind of had enough. Riot's gonna thaumaturgy this door open again.
Okay.
Gotta move far away from it before. Does she announce her intention to do that?
When does Riot ever announce her intention to do anything?
Well, I'm on the other side of the room anyway, so.
Yeah, Riot, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay. That's a 19.
19. Okay. 7 points of fire damage, which you can cut in half for the save, as this ball of steam comes rolling into the room this time.
And Riot leaves.
Yep, Kelian gets the fuck out of Dodge.
Is anybody not leaving this room?
No, I'm
No.
getting out.
I mean,
I was just real quickly doing a check to see if there were any pearls, but no, mostly just diamonds.
Okay.
it'd mostly be rubies and diamonds.
Yeah, and I don't give a shit about any of that.
Okay.
Wait, there's diamonds? Slam.
And as soon as Ferocity comes back through the door slams shut behind her again.
Alright, next.
What's behind door number 2? Yeah, maybe you guys should back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you check the door? Liberation.
Liberation just gets a slight grin on his face and then shakes his head.
Hold on. Let me
What?
cast guidance on you first. This works on saving throws, right? Or there's a different one that works on saving throws.
No, just ability checks. Guidance a cantrip.
Yeah.
Thinking,
Test the
Think
door.
I thought there
And-
was one that worked in saves.
You don't
Might
get
be
set on
blast.
fire this time.
Hey,
Yes, blast.
lovely.
It's blast.
Locked.
No, it doesn't feel like it's locked.
Pull it open then.
Looking into this room, this looks to be a very large wardrobe. Vast collection of ornate clothes for all manner of occasions. You see many, many wardrobes lining the walls. A lot of clothes are hung out on racks. You see an actual room divider on this side, like a privacy divider. And very, very expensive, borderline gaudy clothes. Most of these are men's clothes, look like to fit someone kind of slight of frame, but there's a smattering of women's clothes in here too. There's a few dresses, and
It's all gold colored though, right?
it's actually a wide variety of colors.
That's
And
fucked up. You're not doing this right.
Is
Yeah.
this cleaning supplies or is this one of those stairways?
This is a staircase leading up, and this is another staircase leading up here.
All right.
I want everybody in this room.
Okay.
I'll let one, except Ferocity. Yeah, so just the three of you. Go ahead and make me a... I'll let the party make a wisdom check. I'll let you figure out who wants to make it.
Wisdom. It might be me.
What's your... Yeah. Well, I get to add half proficiency to this because I'm a bard.
But you can make the roll add advantage.
Yeah.
It's definitely Riot.
+3.
+4 for me.
Okay, well, be my guest.
Yeah. Right, it's just really unfair about everything. 23.
Examining some of the clothes as you're walking in the room and looking around, you have vague recollection of some of them. You've seen some of the styles before, primarily when you were back on the Prime in the city where Eric lives.
What does that say? Like the blue worm? Blue worm?
Yeah, Blue Worm
Something
was the
like
name
that.
of the city.
Yeah.
In a further different corner of the room, you see clothes that you're more accustomed to seeing in Sigil and some of the larger cultural hubs of the Outer Planes as well.
Yeah.
Is there a newsy
Frosty's
hat
trying
in
on
here?
one of the dresses.
Okay.
Is there a nudie hat?
A newsy hat.
That doesn't sound like the kind of thing Eldove would ever wear. That seems like kind of a low class.
Well, wait,
straight
hold
urchin.
up here. You're saying that doesn't sound like one of the things that Eldove would ever wear, but there are dresses in this room. What are you trying to say, Brick Road?
You don't picture Eldove as the kind of guy who would wear a dress?
Is it a gold dress?
I don't know. It looks blue sometimes, looks gold other times. Like, what?
Oh god.
So, Brick Road.
Yes, sir.
The question is not met with any jest. How many hats are in here?
Quite a few, and lots of different styles. And roll an intelligence check.
Frosty is wearing one of them, and she can tell you, after twiddling with her abacus, exactly how many hats are in this room.
Intelligence check of 13.
A 13?
Mm-hmm.
You find several hats that are an incredibly dumb shape and size. Large, wide, like broad, but flatter hats. And some of them are very ornate, like they look like very fancy. And at first you're like, whose head? There's no way that this is a hat that any reason. Oh, they're Modron hats.
Hells yeah!
And then examining them, you see on the sides of them, very uniformly, each one has two very small, like deliberately placed cloth flaps, like little overlapped holes, where you could bolt this hat onto a Modron.
Oh,
Riot,
so good, you
at
guys.
seeing this, I don't know if it's metagaming too much. Riot is going to examine these dresses and look specifically at the backs of the dresses.
And several of them have a spot where a tail would poke through.
Yeah. Okay. I think Eldove was not the only person who lived here for a while.
Yeah, by the way, Ferocity is wearing one of those.
Anything interesting behind the privacy screen?
Just more clothes
There's more clothes.
at the moment.
Riot
Yeah.
walks down and checks out Ferocity's ass.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Like she's using alt herself to give her the best possible ass.
It kind of has, like... yeah.
And
Nothing
again,
of note.
Kelian, a lot of this, I mean, this collection of clothing would be considered very, very valuable. You could fetch a pretty penny.
I'm sure I
Make
could.
make me a perception check to see if you can see through Ferocity's ass.
Well, I mean, Riot's past perception is just through the roof.
Liberation takes one of the gaudy Modron-shaped hats, flops it over his head, and starts
Like,
strutting.
you
out the-
literally can't wear this on your head unless you use your at least one hand to steady it and hold it up there, or come up with some other.
Absolutely.
I mean, you could pierce, like, impale it on your horns, maybe.
That's a fashion statement, Ferocity says.
Is that what you're doing? Are you destroying part of this hat?
No, I'm not going to destroy part of this hat.